Isn't she wonderful? Recently, I was not able to play with her. Weighing in at close to 350 pounds, just getting out of bed and walking was difficult. Plus, I was diagnosed as pre-diabetic. But that changed. I found the secret to my problem. It was right in front of me, and now I've changed. As you can see, I'm not an actor or a professional speaker, and one of the hardest things for me to do is to stand up in front of people and tell them my secrets and my story. But you see, a few months ago, my mom was dying before my eyes due to complications of diabetes. It finally was winning the war, and it was about to win the final battle. Not following her in her footsteps and die from complications due to diabetes, no way did I want to do that. The question is, what's causing millions of us to be overweight and suffer from diabetes? But let's go back 100 years when obesity and diabetes was uncommon. Look at the people back there. They were not overweight. My third grade class, no one in my third grade class was obese or overweight. But today, it seems like all the kids are obese or overweight. Back then, 100 years ago, we ate Brussels sprouts, lettuce, apples, peppers, eggplants, grass-fed meat, celery, carrots, artichokes, onions, fish, asparagus, potatoes, fruit, and cheese. But today, we eat cereal, jelly, skim milk, soy milk, granola bars, fruit snacks, hot dogs, hams, bagels, canned corn, canned sauce, canned vegetables, white bread, soda, salad dressing, ketchup, healthy orange juice. Yeah, right. And did I say soda? What about diet soda? Don't forget cookies, chips, candy, and more. And look at the kids' drinks. Healthy, organic juice boxes, right? But I have a question. What's common in these foods today? The answer is added sweeteners. Processed sweeteners like sugar, honey, corn syrup, cane sugar, monk fruit, dextrose, and much more that I can't even pronounce. But here's the real secret to obesity. It's not the food. It's your unconscious addiction to sugar. Sugar is an addictive substance, more addictive than crack cocaine. You're always hungry because you are addicted to sugar. Did you know that you are a drug addict? It's causing you to always want to eat and eat more. That's why it's added to all our foods, like chicken McNuggets, yogurt, organic milk, cheese, meats, sauces, dressings. Just about everything you buy today has sugar, even added to a kid's meal. Why is dextrose added to a kid's meal? Why? Why is sugar added to organic milk? 21 grams of organic sugar. Organic, right? Why is sugar added? It's because our kids will not eat anything without sugar. They are also addicts. Find something sold that does not contain a sweetener. You will not. Your unconscious addiction to sugar is the problem. Stop your addiction to sugar, avoid diabetes, add 10 years to your life. You're going to be no longer hungry 24/7. You're going to have more energy, and you'll see a newer you. You'll be able to buy smaller clothes that will fit you. Your friends will beg you for your secret. Les Jones says, "I was hard to stop. The cravings for sugar was strong, but it took a couple of weeks to kick the habit. But once I did, the weight seemed to pour off like out of a faucet. Surprisingly, I was no longer constantly hungry. Start now. Get the 10-page guide, Stop the Sugar Addiction. This guide will teach you the 5 steps to kicking the sugar weight loss habit. It normally sells for $19, but I know you don't know me, and it's hard to build a relationship. So I'm going to give it to you at a substantial discount of 75% off. That's just $4.99, and it's well worth the cost. It's going to show you how Joan kicked the habit and how you can too. Secrets of where to eat, what foods to avoid, what foods to never eat, and I'll give you a week's diet program to get you started. And I know some of you are uncertain, so here's the absolute best guarantee that I can give. If you're not happy, I will refund all your money with no questions asked. But there is a risk. You see, if you don't kick the habit, you have a 50% chance of dying from the complications of diabetes. Now look at her. She's the future. I needed to change my habit and be around to see her graduate and see her walk down the aisle. Joan said one of the greatest joys in her life is her grandchildren. Today I can walk, hike, and almost keep up. Before I started the program, I could only watch and dream of being with him. And you're not alone. I have a question, though, for you. Will you kick the sugar addiction, or will you die due to the complications of diabetes? If you knew someday your granddaughter would be dying due to complications of diabetes, would you do everything in your power to stop it? Join our community and start changing your life and the lives of those you love. Don't end up like my mother and millions of others dying from diabetes. Get the 10-page guide, Stop the Addiction. You would change your life, and we are there for you. This is a limited offer and only available for the next few minutes. Act now. Click on the link below.